We're doing more. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ace Attorney. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Rheo. Hello, Austin. Hello, Leon. Wait, what the? What in the 50 stream streak? I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Rheo needs to drink her yucky throat medicine. I actually kind of like the throat medicine because it tastes kind of not minty but like herbal. Herbert. Oh gosh, a weird thing happened to me in my cafe. Random girl stalking me. Whoa. Oh, she's obsessed. I like the sound of that actually. What should I do? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Liam. Just let it happen. Well, you're kind of scared. Well, maybe that's bad then. Okay, I take it back. Okay, I'll take it back. If you don't like it, maybe you should bring it up with the authorities. Call the police. Call the police. Doesn't matter what. The stalkers are bad. If they make you uncomfortable, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. You call the popo. You get it sorted out. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Rico. I hope you have a great Christmas. Oh, hello, Shane. Welcome back. Welcome back to the streams. How are you? It's Rebernini. Hello? Is it? Oh, oopsie. No sounds at all. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, for the whole time? Was Rheo muted the whole time? Oh. I must have touched it when I touched my mic. Oopsie. Oh, not the whole time.
Naturally! What other explanation could there be?
And it was this detective's arm that was pulled off by the man on the floor in the special exhibit, wasn't it?
Next, we turn our attention to the old man sat before him with a particularly unsightly visage. I've been watching closely and he hasn't moved a muscle. Almost, in fact, as if he were a waxwork. But you... Your reaction only confirms my suspicions, madame.
What's happening? Did Rheo disconnect? Did I disconnect? Wait, what? What's happening? What? I'll disconnect now? Huh? What? What's going on? Oh no, this is my Wi-Fi. Oh no. What the hell? What's going on? What's going on? No, not like this. Not like this. It's alive? It's back? It's back? Oh my gosh. Everything's dying. Real stream dying, guys. Stream died for a few seconds. Oh no, I'm sorry. This cup. My bad, guys. I'm back. I'm so back, baby. I killed a policeman called Automol, wasn't? Was he well known? What? No, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I got muted again now. What's happening? I'm so sorry. Oh So this special killer taken from the special exhibit, is it? We don't need to upgrade. Don't upgrade the OS. It breaks it. It breaks it. It'll break me. Nah. Don't do it. I'm running on the most premium hardware from the 1800s. Please. I haven't updated since the 1800s, okay? Oh no. Why did I do that? Did my stream die? The waxwork that somebody stole from the museum and tried to ransom for 200 pounds. Is this crusty old killer policeman Automo? Really? Perhaps we should have a good look around again and see if another idea crops up. Textile. The telltale sign that proves whether or not this old man is a waxwork is the price tag. Okay. Price tag. Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. He got a little duk 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 duk. You know what I'm saying? Duk 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 duk. This one. There's gotta be this. Look at this! The old man's tapping his foot like crazy! When he was playing at one of those computers the size of a wall. Yeah, it's also it's almost as thick as your mom. Yeah, I got that old hardwares in them. Yeah, it's a big unit. It's massive. That's why it's so slow. My goodness. Can I call my friend Layson to spend the night because I'm really scared? Oh no! You got this. Go call the police. Really, she watched the Game Awards. No, Rheo has not watched the awards. He seems to be fast asleep though. He's not tapping his foot consciously then? So you mean... It must be a Twitch! A Twitch like Twitch.tv? He's a streamer! Never mind that, the point is waxworks don't tap their feet! Or Twitch! And look at his arm too! We've seen a scarf like that somewhere else around here, haven't we? Yeah. Is the obvious price tag. Let's have a look at the price tag. 3 pence? It's a far cry from 200 pounds, isn't it? For threepence, you could buy it and put it on display in your room, Runo. I think I'd rather not go to sleep being watched by an old man if it's all the same to you. You don't want to get watched? Damn. This price tag does stand out, doesn't it? I mean, you couldn't even buy the helmet on his head for that much money, I don't think. Expedition 33 won the award? Oh my god! I haven't played the game, but I've seen some clips. The music's so cool. The musicals are so cool, man. Alright, I think it's a Twitch. I reckon it's the Twitchies. Regenda! Take that, bro. Why the heck am I not getting points? Rheo scam? No! Rheo not scamming! That must be the Twitchers! Not Rheo! Why would I? The telltale sign that instantly proves whether or not this old man is a waxwork is the obvious Twitch.
Even the most realistic waxworks do not exhibit a twitch. In other words, this splendid old man is in fact a genuine member of Scotland Yard.
Slight shift in your choice of adjectives then.
And there you have it. Well, Madame Tussbells? Well, price tag of the muffler which the old Bobby purchased recently at a local market. And I presume you've observed this scarf tied around his arm. Does that not strike you, Mr. Naruhodo?
You always scams us. No! I'm not scammer! Oh no! The stream died again! Oh my goodness, the stream died again! No! This is crazy. This is madness. How could this happen? God damn. Is it back? Is Rheo back? Oh no. I think I'm back. I don't know. Oops. Oh no.
As you deduced from the very beginning, Detective. So, it would seem that we finally arrive at the truth.
The true light of darkness is upon you. For real, Shane, for real. I'm getting hunted by the light of darkness. They're trying to take out my Wi-Fi. I need Madame Tussbell's ex Rheo. Oh, yeah. Can somebody draw some fan art, please?
The waxworks of the especially ruthless killer from the special exhibit has been kidnapped. And Scotland Yard are already investigating. But the model's whereabouts remain a mystery. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this horrifying puzzle.
Still a mystery. Deduction complete! Yo! Elementary! Elementary, my dear Watasan.
All sorts of people visit my museum here. Men and women, young and old. Sometimes they drop in just for a short time on their way back from the pub. I welcome them all. But if anyone tries to damage my exhibits, I do not take it lightly.
She takes it hard! Please, madame, please take me hard.
Anyway.
She can disappear like a little... Ooh!
Your great deduction was much more enchanting than I had been led to believe. It was a pleasure, my dear madam. I'm gratified that you enjoyed the spectacle. And as for your rough customer, I've no doubt he'll regain conscious shortly and return home. What concerns me more is the waxwork from this special display. If it was indeed genuinely abducted...
Silence.
Yes, tragically it was. Then I would ask you to recount the events to us surrounding the stolen work.
What should I do? What can I make for her? What's your specialty dish, Leo? What's your specialty dish? Can I broke her house and let her in my house? Oh no, your house is burnt down! Conveniently, I have a spare bedroom in my house.
In as much detail as possible, if you please. Very well. But after I have told you what I know, I must insist that you return to your work. The talents of a great detective could be put to better use, I feel, but as you wish.
Taki-san! Did you eat your jam yet? Not yet, Joey, but you know me. You a bit late, design. No, shit, no! I will not fit your design. Rheo is not. She's not a fittable shape. She's a janky battery. I'm a janky battery. Hungry Rheo. Hungry for a good woman. Tell us more about the stolen waxwork, please. Also include your number in there.
It was some days ago now when I came in here one morning. I immediately noticed that the waxwork was missing from the special exhibit here.
It is your most prominent display, so that's why the curtains were closed.
And I found the ransom note in its place. The culprit must have broken in during the night and taken it then.
Oops, the culprit must have broken into the night and taken it. So this waxwork that was stolen, it was a model of some horrible criminal, I suppose.
Of a particularly horrible criminal, in fact.
They make pretty good coffee, hot chocolate, and coffee katsu. Yeah! Coffee! Yum, yum, yum! Coffee!
The killer who left a more profound scar on society than any other. I would say the professor.
But professor? Not a name I've heard of. Janky battery, but long legendary battery. Yeah! I'm so long! I'm longus pongus.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, it seems the circle is complete.
Sorry? The Professor case happened at around the time I was born, didn't it?
Indeed it did, Iris. 10 years ago, a series of murders that rocked the capital.
10 years ago?
Yes, at exactly the time that Barak Van Ziek graduated from university.
Well, surely he's not saying. I wonder how many times Rheo's dream is gonna die today. No, something is up with the Wi-Fi. I feel like it's so hot that my Wi-Fi is dying. It's dying. Ah! Can you kick Iris out of the big boy talk? No, my poor baby Iris. So, the big event that changed Mr. Reaper's life.
As you surmise, it was the Professor case.
Who was this professor then? Could it have been Iris's dad?
It was a series of gruesome murders that had all of London gripped in terror a decade ago. After 5 victims were killed, the man was arrested and put to death.
Damn.
And now he's immortalized here in wax for all Londoners to admire and enjoy. Though, of course, he happens to be absent at present on account of the abduction.
Iris or Momo? Momo any day of the week. Unfortunately, I love Iris, but you know what I'm saying. I did do. That would hate short women. Damn. I don't understand. How is this all related to Lord Van Ziek's?
You must first understand, my dear fellow, why it is that the Professor earned such infamy. It was due to the victims he chose, some of Whitehall's finest.
What do you mean, Hurley?
Those murdered by the Professor were some of the highest members of the British aristocracy. Members of the nobility, even royalty. It sent shockwaves to the country's administration.
Members of the... Wait, of course! What Professor Hairbrain said. Lord Van Ziek is from a family with noble blood. Oh gosh!
It was the 5th victim that led to the Professor's arrest. The last of the killer's prey was a young noble by the name of... Clint Van Zieks.
Was that his daddy? No! I don't believe it! Van Zieks! I love women, all kind, but good one. Yeah, all women. I love all women.
I'm sure you can piece together the rest together yourself. In the wake of his older brother's... Oh, older brother!
Damn.
In the wake of his older brother's murder, the young Barak pursued a career as a prosecutor, and eventually became the Reaper we know today.
Who could have guessed someone named Van Zieks is a noble? For real. I had no idea Lord Van Zieks has such a tragic past.
Well, I'm afraid that's all I can say on the matter, for the time being at least. After all, I have work to do. As a waxwork exhibit.
Why is Rheo glad that this game doesn't use Wi-Fi? I would be like disconnected from everything. My everything's lagging, my chat lagging, my history's lagging.
I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself as well.
No, don't go, madame! Oh yes, of course. It's been a pleasure, a real pleasure, madame. Thank you. Can I convince her? I'm so nervous. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but you got this, Leon. You got this. Are there anybody named Van Dykes? I have no ideas. Going offline games for real. I love offline games. Well, now the predicted scenarios I've been analyzing involve you coming to visit me here. Oh my god. It's been too long, really, it has. I'm delighted to see you, Barak.
It's been 10 years, and here we are meeting in a prison of all places. I can't forgive myself for what happened to Mr. Asman. I just can't. I still can't believe it could have happened. Tomorrow, the court will decide.
You want the stream to lag and the oblong back in with the crash bandicoot? Oh, no! I don't want it to lag, Rico! Rheo does not like the stream to lag. No. How the heck are these two friends? Apparently they were friends back in uni. They were uni friends.
Yes. I have a young Eastern man acting for my defense. He seems reliable enough, though. It was an accident. A terrible accident. He assures me he can prove it. I must warn you. Oh, I know. I've heard already. You're going to be prosecuting, aren't you? Yes. Since I've returned to England, I've heard lots of stories. Barak, are you really... What?
The Weeper?
Never mind. I know that you have my best interests at heart. My friend is on trial. I wouldn't entrust it to anybody else.
Damn, I want to be the one to put my friend in jail, he says. That's so honorable of you, Van Zeeks. The new cat song? Yeah! Amiga Tito, meow, meow. Amiga Tito, meow, meow. Only friends, sass, Rheo, for real. I agree, I think there's sass.
Of course, I fully understand. Thank you, Barak. Until tomorrow, then. I'll see you in court.
God damn. Oh my god, it's fingering time. It's time to point at everybody. To be El Conteno! El Conteno! By the way, Rheo, it seems it hasn't pinged in Discord that you're streaming. Oh no! Oh no, I think that the ping cord has no workings anymore. No! Why'd that happen? Why'd that do that? No, it does the thing. Oh no. El Rippo! Ah! Oh no. Maybe I'll send out one. Whee! Oh, hello. Why you laughing like that? Why you laughing like that? Why you laughing like that? Do I? I sent it myself. I am a bot. Rheo is a bot. Beep bop beep 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 bop bop beep beep bop bop beep bop 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 bop. Yeah. Ice? Oh, Christmas! It's Christmas! Okay, let's see here. Ice equals water. I take it back. Rheo takes it back. I don't like ice anymore. Ice sucks. Ice is the worst thing ever. I don't like it. The Old Bailey. What? No. No, Rigo. No water. No. Rheo refuses. I refuse. No. I can't believe it's been 6 months since I was last allowed to work in court. And now here I am, back at the Old Bailey. Somebody's a bit stressed.
Mr. Naruto.
Good morning, Professor Hairbrain. Hi, Silo. Hi. H. No, not H. It scared me. That H is okay. The other H is very not okay. Does Rheo eat ice? No, but Momo eats ice. Momo loves ice. Momo has ice on the daily. She loves just putting ice cubes in the mouth.
I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. The atmospheric pressure in here is off the charts. I never felt anything like it. It is crushing me.
I feel it every time I'm here. That gravitas. Gravitas from the ass.
Well, this is Britain's highest court.
These is real neighbors. Oh, sorry. I gotta be quiet. Thank you.
But are you telling me it's fitted with some sort of device that can actually control air pressure?
I think it's probably all in the mind.
Ah, yes, well, you won't let me down, will you, Mr. Naruhodo? I'm counting on you in today's trial to save my life. To save the secret of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine from being made public.
That was a mouthful. Yes, I understand. I know what I have to do. I had to establish that the explosion 2 days ago was nothing more than an unfortunate accident.
Well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Really, justice will prevail. My commiserations, Mr. Naruhodo. You appear to have been lumbered with a most tiresome case here.
You need this since you're about to read a bunch. Wow, thanks, Rheo. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you. Well, what the? Ah, my boy! Mr. Shams, I didn't expect to see you here. That was very mean, Bruno, leaving me alone at home with Hurley. It took me at least an hour to wake him.
Is it? Are you? Herlock Sholmes? Indeed, sir. I am he. I am him, Herlock Sholmes. Oh, I've heard all about your exploits, even whilst living in Germany.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm the nicest person. That's cat. Rheo doesn't know a lot about the world, but they know I can smell that bullshit from a mile away. I might not be street smart, but I'm water smart. You know what I'm saying? No. Oh yes, Rants magazine is on sale in Germany too. This month's assault was sublime. Your deduction of the adventures of Silver Blaze is wonderful. Ah, yes, a memorable case indeed. I concerned a snake, I seem to recall. No, that was the speckled band.
Well, thank you for coming. I do appreciate your support. I'm sorry to disappoint you, my dear fellow, but I'm afraid I can't stay.
Oh.
I have urgent business at Madame Tuspel's.
I hope you're not tossing her Madame Tuspel's, because she's mine, bro. Hands off, hands off, hands off, hands off. Why brain look like one of the characters from Pokemon Berry? Ow, Rheo, I hurt, that hurt. No. I'm doubting you. Yeah, X to doubt. X. Yeah. You mean your waxwork job? Are you giving her other jobs too? I hope not. Is she giving you other jobs?
No, the waxwork abduction, of course. Madame has engaged my services.
How much an hour are we talking? Oh, so you're trying to get to the bottom of that ransom note, are you?
The week's wages depend on it, as does the safe return of the waxwork, naturally. As such, I intend to give it my undivided attention.
Oh, well, never mind then. I understand. Too much X. No, never.
Of course, with my skills of observation and reasoning, resolving the matter will be as easy as a proverbial pie.
Meat pie?
I shall return forthwith.
Cream pie? What kind of pie are we talking about?
For until I solve the case, I shall have no money to afford any pie of any description.
Got down for free. Oh, then you must absolutely give it your full attention, Hurley.
Quite, Iris, quite. But life is riddled with irony, you know. Whenever I give something my full attention, I have a quite insatiable desire for a pie. My, what kind of pie? One of the universe's intractable mysteries, you might say. Oh yes, quite, definitely, absolutely, I totally understand. I would like all the pies in the world too. Ooh.
Is someone a little starstruck? Hey, like getting that massage job. Meat pie, Damn.
I wish you the very best of luck, Professor Hairbrain. Why, thank you. Before I depart, Mr. Naruto, a word in your ear, if you please. He's going to whisper in the ear.
What's this about? What's going on?
As you have remarkably little grounding in science, I feel I ought to inform you. As compelling as this super high voltage instantaneous kinesis hypothesis may be, a practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible.
But the professor said the demonstration was a success.
Yes, it would appear that he fervently believes it was. And it would also appear that he is quite delulu.
I've read Professor Bunnybrain's paper about it too, Rheo, and I have to say, I'm sure it can't be done. It could barely be done theoretically, let alone practically. So he's completely barking up the wrong tree? God damn. But how could an experiment that had no possibility of succeeding in fact succeed? That's contradictory.
And it's that contradiction that will be at the heart of this trial, I've no doubt.
What's that supposed to mean?
Now, I must hurry along. I wish you the best of luck, my dear fellow.
See you later, Hurley.
Adieu.
You love us or Momo or Cat Momo? Is this even a question, guys? Momo's my number one. Momo, my number one in my heart. You're my numero uno. My Ichiban. Well, it looks like you're on your own today, Bruno. But chin up, you can do it. Okay, number two. Damn. I had to choose between Jimothy and Chad. Jimothy's just a pet, guys. I mean, I'm joking. I feed my cat every day. Yeah. I'm a responsible owner. Yeah. What about you, Iris? Oh no, I'm afraid I can't help. I have something I need to do. I see. It's going to be a big surprise for you when you find out what it is. That sounds ominous.
Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court is about to be in session. Make your way to the courtroom at once.
We're on our way. How old is Iris? I think she's like 10, 11 or something. She's a baby. She's a baby. An experiment that laws of science can't possibly succeed. And a scientist is convinced that it did. That's the riddle you have to unlock here, Yunosuke. That's the key to this case. You got this. You got this, bro. I believe in you. 23rd of October, 9:10 a.m. The Old Berry. Yeah, let's get in there. Wait a minute. There's some madams in the jury. I saw women's in there.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are sitting today for the public trial of Professor Albert Hairbrain. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready, my lord. She's a baby. Why the heck she have gun? You know the children's rights. She's just a little baby. What's she gonna do with the gun? Let's actually check. How old is Iris? She is 10. Vampires, man, Zeeks, for real. I'm 6 months out of practice, and what's more, I'm without Suzaru-san today. I'm all alone. Lonely. I am Mr. Lonely. I have nobody. All on my own. That's me. Is it just my imagination? Does the air in here feel even more oppressive than usual?
So, I must say I've recollected the victim of this case all too well, Mr. Odie Asman. Mr. Asman was well known as a financier, though that was merely a front for his diverse criminal activities. It was only a month ago that the man appeared in court prosecuted by you, Lord Van Zeeks. But the jury unanimously found him not guilty.
Because every member of the jury had been bribed by the sound of it. But you have Momo. I love you without me, Momo. When she goes away on his bed, he doesn't have time to be with Rheo. These powerful London criminals are prepared to go extreme lengths to keep their freedoms.
But 2 days ago, on 21st of October, Mr. Asman met his end. The work of the Reaper, was it? If that is how your lordship would describe divine retribution. But the fact remains that Mr. Asman's death was a direct result of the actions of the accused, Professor Harebrain. Very well then. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people. Here are the 6 of you ready to fulfill your societal duty. I am most gratified to have been selected to carry out this important civic duty, my lord. To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand, oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine. Science experiments, magic, conjuring tricks, courtroom trials are nothing more than performances. Any spurious scholar that defiles the reputation of science deserves to hang. We have to listen to what's been said on both sides of the fence and settle one. That's it, isn't it? They're the policeman. Was it like this in my day? Was it like this at all?
The police killer animal look-alike again? And he's as exhausted as ever, it seems.
Now, as I'm sure you're all aware, the incident we are here to judge today tragically took place at the Great Exhibition shortly after its opening. Though the death toll could have been far worse, with the exception of the victim, no one was killed. Nevertheless, the dream of the science being exhibited rapidly turned into a nightmare for the spectators. A tragic turn of events, and as such the eyes of all of London, no, the whole world will be on this trial.
Did Momo find her BFF? My dear, I would cry the day Momo finds her best friend. No, I'm joking. Best friends forever. I'm joking. Momo has good friends. Rheo would not possessively cling to Momo. Rheo would be like, hello, Momo's friend. It's nice to meet you. Let's get along. And then they'll handshake them really nicely. A good firm handshake, you know, just like how you treat like when you go for an interview, like, oh, hello, nice to meet you. Yeah. I'll give him one of those good handshakes, you know. Maybe I'll dap him up. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
It is our duty to reach a swift and just conclusion, I feel. So, your opening statement, please, Lord Van Zeeks. At the heart of this incident is technology never before demonstrated anywhere in the world. One of science's latest developments, I take it. The government is keen to capitalize on the Great Exhibition to improve Britain's technological advantage. The technology being demonstrated by the accused was described as super high voltage instantaneous kinesis. Good lord!
It is designed to disassemble human subjects using extremely high voltage electricity and beam them to instantly to another location where they are subsequently reassembled.
Is such a thing even within the realms of possibility? Well, I don't believe it, that's for sure. Disassembling people with electricity? My goodness, how shocking! Ha! The whole idea is absurd! The hypothesis would never stand up to scrutiny. Sir, I believe you are a fellow of the Royal Society, are you not? An expert in your field. I am, and my word on the matter is going to be considered final. Instantaneous kinesis is poppycock!
So this expert and Mr. Shums are in agreement? What about you, Rheo? You should find your best friends forever? How Rheo has no friends? I'm just joking. Rheo does have friends. That would be a disservice. Serious.
Prosecution's view on the matter. The prosecution would assert that the accused's instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a success.
What?
What rot?
Huh? Huh?
Order! The professor's hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government.
Oh no, did Rheo? You modem! You modem! You like that? No, Rheo's gonna drop kick the modem. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Why no working? Is it back? Am I back? I don't know anymore. Is Rheo back? This is horrible. I feel so bad for everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rheo, back again. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. This is horrible. I keep disconnecting. My game sucks. My game, my Wi-Fi sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. No worries. No, thanks, Joe. Thank you for being so patient with Scuff Rheo. Real Scuff is real.
The professor's hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government. If it is deemed to have merit, a substantial research grant would have been made available. The accused made use of the invention built on this new hypothesis to take Mr. Asman's life. In order to be the sole benefactor of the grant.
Paper Rheo, please. Actually, that might be a good idea for Rheo. That actually might be a good idea. Just because my computer dying, maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better. Hold on. Let Rheo do this. Paper Rheos. Hold on. Okay, I'll put Rheo over here, and then... What? Bye! I am here! Wait! I do apologize. It might be better for my internet.
In order to be the sole benefactor of the grant.
But...
This disastrous demonstration was no accident. It was carefully designed from the onset to end the life of the victim.
Hey, Baby Rheo, do you like water? What do you think, Jared? Do you know what water does to paper? Have you seen that? You know how messed up that is? It's real messed up.
Thank you, Lord Van Zieks. The prosecution's stance is clear. But you will now bring forth witnesses to substantiate your claims. Gladly, my lord.
Oh my god, he's stripping!
Bailiff, show the first witnesses to the stand. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard, Homicide Division. I was on duty at the demonstration on the day in question and in charge of following the investigation. Albert Hairbrain, scientist. You were born in England, but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct? Yes, that's right. After graduating from university here in Britain, I went to work in Germany and made an amazing discovery, which is what brought me back to demonstrate my incredible hypothesis at the Great Exhibition. What you demonstrated was incredible, all right. An incredible explosion, you dumb kid.
I can see that.
But the science was a success. The instantaneous kinesis worked. Everyone saw it. They must have done. Yes, there was a terrible accident, but the demonstration of my hypothesis was a success.
Like that's Paper Rheo like. Paper Rheo likes the extra cardboard, you know what I'm saying? That double reinforced cardboard, that reinforced steel. Yeah. Paper Rheo really likes the laminators. Laminators, I love getting laminated. Yeah, give me the extra plastic straight. Get the microplastics in my body. Wrap me in that hot plastic. Protect me from the water.
Well, that much is undeniable, as shown in this photograph taken by a forensic investigation team.
Oh, wait a minute. Why does it look like he had bullet wound? Huh? This bullet wound? Is this a bullet wound?
This was taken inside the Crystal Tower, I take it. The centerpiece of the exhibition, no less. That's right, my lord. Seems the victim rammed straight into it.
Nice, yeah.
I see. Very well. Submit the photograph as evidence.
Yeah, put it in! Big brain Rheo. Yeah. That looked like a pow. Somebody must have shot him.
As the court's heard, the victim of the incident was Mr. Odie Asman. There have been a number of allegations made against the man, but putting them aside for the time being, he was the man who finally financed the research for the experiment and the demonstration itself. I see. So to summarize the situation, the defendant is accused of taking the life of a man who funded his work. Would that be correct? Exactly, sir.
But couldn't it be that the explosion was caused by some malfunction in the apparatus used for the demonstration?
That's right, that must be it. My splendid machine. My poor splendid machine. You saw it yesterday, did you? You can't even examine the wreckage thanks to the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. That's a big word. Oh, what? The wreckage? The wreckage? But that being the case, how can the facts be established? How can it possibly be determined whether this was an accident or a deliberate or malicious act? Extremely simply, my lord. I beg your pardon? Isn't that right, witness? Oh, but, sorry, me! No, your neighbor. Yes, sir, it was a murder, plain and simple. Anyone could state that with complete certainty.
What? How could he possibly think that?
Thank you, Inspector. I think we had better proceed to normal testimony, or formal testimony. You will explain to the court on what grounds you claim the experiment to have been a front for murder.
Witness testimony. A front for murder.
The corpse that went crashing through the Crystal Tower had a broken neck.
Oh, damn. He did?
I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection. That's all. That was my mistake.
Posture check. Thank you, sir. I'm checking my posture. Rheo is. I'm sitting so straight right now. Yeah. Thank you.
But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury, a fatal wound. There was a lesion in his chest where he could have been stabbed by something sharp right in the heart. So the victim was killed before he went anywhere, and this fella's the only one who could have done it.
Damn.
An extraordinary business. In addition to suffering a broken neck, the victim was stabbed in the heart.
Information I would really like to have heard from someone other than the judge.
The coroner says death would have been all but instant from a wound like that. You could say, in fact, that the victim was killed twice by the accused.
Killed twice?
No. That couldn't be further from the truth. I have the experiment plan documented. It was submitted to the security team.
Oh damn, the beam.
The victim stood himself inside something called the bird cage, ready to be beamed instantly. Brrr. To the second level of the crystal tower, about 25 yards away.
Damn.
The experiment did not go according to plan, however. As the machine was put into operation, there was a large explosion. The blast caused the beam transmitter to point higher than intended. Accordingly, the kinesis resulted in the birdcage materializing in midair.
Oh shit, on his tippy teddy head.
From where it subsequently fell, crashing through the glass of the crystal tower's large round window. My word! One assumes the victim's neck was broken upon impact with the tower, then? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. The machine was just too powerful. But honestly, really, I swear, it was just an accident. A terrible accident. Unfortunately, that excuse can't save you. No, not considering the sharp murder weapon that pierced the victim's heart. Murder weapon? What are you saying? This is the autopsy report submitted by the coroner. The prosecution would like it entered into the court record. Your request is granted, Counselor.
Put it in! How is Rheo supposed to cross-examine this?
I was there in person, you know. I saw the whole ludicrous performance.
Manzeeks is a snitch for real, Jellin.
And the only other person on the stage with Mr. Asman was that disgraceful excuse for a scientist. Then really, by all accounts, it must have been him. Hard to think otherwise, really. Very well, counsel for the defense. Proceed with this cross-examination, please. Oh, yeah, yes, my lord. I need to focus here. Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while, crocodile. Alrighty, toity. I don't know what I'm pressing, but I'm gonna press everything.
The corpse went crashing through the crystal tower had a broken neck. Press that.
Where was it broken, bro? The top, the bottom, the middle, you know what I'm saying? Are you suggesting that's because he fell from a considerable height?
Exactly. Which highlights something else about this whole rum business.
What's that?
The fact that the instantaneous kinesis itself was a success. After the explosion, the cage of the fellow inside suddenly appeared out of nowhere in midair. So although the experiment ended in disaster, the so-called instantaneous kinesis did actually occur. Remind us, Professor, what was the cause of fatal disaster? I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection, that's all. That was my mistake.
A minor? So the angle of projection is critical then? And you calculate it yourself? Personally?
Absolutely. The calculation is far too complicated for anybody but me to carry out. Only you got it wrong, didn't you?
Oh, he's bad at math. So is Rheo. I'm bad at maths.
Yes, that's right. That's the point. The calculation is so complicated, even I can make a mistake.
Do people fall for that brazen confidence? I should try it.
I took into account the subject's height and weight and wind direction, the ambient temperature. I considered every possible variable, so I just don't understand. How could this have happened?
Obviously, then you had to include the weight of the clothes Mr. Allison was wearing at the time, I suppose.
Oh. Crackling comets! The answer should have been 3!
What? So much for safety first, the 3 must be for safety third. Make it to I'm bad at math, good at mommy. Me too, Jared. I'm good at mommy too. That's my favorite school subject.
But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury, a fatal wound.
What kind of fatal wound we talking about, bro? Another fatal injury, you say? It doesn't make any sense.
I didn't think I had to spell this out, but here we go. Just because there were 2 fatal wounds doesn't mean I'm saying the victim had 2 lives to lose, does it?
Too right. You're so right. You're so right, bro.
Obviously, at first, we thought the bloke had died due to his spine snapping in half as well.
Damn, his spine snapped in half.
But you're saying that's not the case? You get your answers once I finish my fish and chips. If you don't button in every couple seconds.
But we all know that that's a bottomless bag. For real, for real. We had fish and chips yesterday. It was so yummy. I'm just like Gregson, for real, for real.
The victim plummeted 30 feet into a glass tower. It would be reasonable to assume that it's the cause of death. Oh, right, that's what we all thought. That was a red herring, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a red herring, bro.
There was a lesion in his chest where he'd clearly been stabbed by something sharp right in the heart.
Alright, press it. Press it, baby. The defense knew nothing of this crucial information. Yeah, you hiding stuff from me, bro. That's what you're doing. Yeah.
The prosecution received this report from forensic investigation teams only this morning. That was the very first we knew of it as well. I can only apologize for the impossibility of informing the defense.
Sarcastic and insincere? Thanks, bro. So what was the nature of this sharp object?
Among the accuser's tools that were in use at the demonstration, one is of particular interest. This. Ah, yes, that would appear to be some kind of screwdriver, would it not? There he is! My trusty little companion, Andrew!
Damn, he names his screwdrivers. Me too, I got a couple of screws loose too, you know what I'm saying? Andrew? Of course. A for Andrew.
Ah, do you know each other already? He's one of my dear friends, like all my dudes.
Oh my god, he's Tululu. Like the Lulu, but you know what I'm saying? Andrew J.
What color is your Lamborghini?
Lamborghini. Is that what he says? Oh no, that's not the thing.
What color is your Bugatti?
I can't remember the things he says. Rheo remembers nothing.
I've named them all, you know, for one big, happy family.
Damn.
Andrew is my flathead screwdriver, of course. His brother Michael is a crosshead. And his sister Michelle is a crackhead. It would appear that your beloved Andrew has a red stain on his shank.
His shank? That's not. Oh no, was that plunged into the victim's chest?
It's blunt, beyond all reasonable doubt.
Shit.
Oh no! That's not good for our defendant. What'd you call that? Defendant, yeah. And that's not all. The long, sharp shape of this Andrew fellow is completely consistent with the victim's wound.
Oh, we're in deep shit, guys. There's no warming this way out of that one.
What?
Yeah, that's what I want to ask, bro. What were you doing with Andrew?
Order! Order! The court will enter this friend of the defendant as evidence.
The screwdriver has been added into the court record. So one of Professor Hairbrain's tools is the murder weapon? Oh, jeez. Andrew brother's Mary Jane. Mary Jane, MJ. Michael Jackson?
The victim was killed before he went anywhere, and this fellow's the only one who could have done it.
Hold on a minute. Can we look through the court records real quick? I also want to see all this stuffers. Okay. What about this, though? This crossbow? You know? Wait, Rheo wants to see this. So this is the wounders. Glassers. Hmm. Details of victim. Odie Asman. 47. British. 21st October around 2:20 a.m. p.m. Hemorrhage from a wound to the chest that pierced the heart inflicted by sharp implement. A broken vertebra. Okay. So I guess that kind of stuff doesn't really... Oh, can I examine this? You know, Rheo thinks this fits right into the crossbow. I've seen this unusually shaped handle before. It's the same screwdriver that was lodged in the grill on the floor of the kinesis machine. Which could be important information, so I should definitely make a note of it. Yeah. It's like the same. What? I can't find anything out of place. What about the blood on there? This is blood. Mr. Asman's, no doubt. Handsome body. Goddamn, Jelly. This is the problem with looking at murder weapons. Anything else that can we unscrew it? Maybe. No, we've examined everything. Okay. Oh, we've already examined this. Okay, let's press this. What grounds do you have for saying that?
Huh. Do you really need to ask? There were only 2 people on that public experimentation stage, in front of the whole crowd. The victim, Mr. Odie Asman, and the accused, Professor Hairbrain. And we know for certain that before the experiment, the victim was alive. That's right, I saw him with my own eyes! Furthermore, following the explosion and kinesis, nobody went anywhere near the body. In other words, only someone else on stage with the victim could have possibly done it.
Hold on, you have something to say? What do you have to say, bro? Professor Hairbrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here? Professor!
Sorry. I was just calculating the optimum coefficient of electrolysis to separate the molecules in the human body.
And the witness stand is the best place for that? It seems as though you might have something to say? About Inspector Gregson's last remark, perhaps?
Yes, that's right. Oh, of course. He just said that nobody else could have done it, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim, eh? I don't know, but there's no way that I could possibly have stabbed as Mr. Asman, as you say.
Explain, please, Professor. Explain to us.
Of course, this cold-hearted policeman may not be aware, I suppose. But humans are warm-blooded mammals with blood running continuously through their veins. I'd heard. And surely you see, if I'd plunged something the size of Andrew into the man's chest, the whole stage would have been a bloodbath. No, a blood swimming pool. But thousands of Londoners are watching me at the time. And yet not one of them claims to have seen a swimming pool of blood. Well, no, I suppose not. You see, not one. True, I didn't see anything like that.
Well done, Professor. That was a great counter-argument. That is true, though. A stab to the heart and no blood pooling out of him?
Order!
Oh, it's wine time. Drink it up.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy if I savor a drop from my hallowed chalice to accompany my old friend's adducing. I don't know what I was going to say adducting.
Yeah?
Here's to you, Albert. Oh, you're too kind, Barrick, but I'm really not a patch on you. No, you're not.
No.
You've neglected to mention one crucial possibility. I have? A particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound. Of course! Inspector, enlighten the court, please.
How to hunt cute rich mommy dummy bad witch like Madam? Like Madam Test Bells? Yeah, you gotta go into the wax museum and you gotta find her and be like, oh madame, please turn me into a wax statue so I can never be eternalized. You just gotta beg.
Yes, sir.
Where are they going with this?
Very well, you will amend your formal testimony now, Inspector Gregson. The weapon the victim was stabbed with must have been left in his body whilst he was beamed through the air.
Why would you think that, Inspector?
With any wound, it's only when you pull the weapon out that profuse bleeding occurs. Whilst it's still lodged in the body, it acts like a stopper of sorts, for want of a better word.
I see. He knows a lot about that.
You don't need a medical degree to be aware of this fact. It's common knowledge for any investigator.
Uh-oh, sorry. I didn't know that. Where's Susanna when you need her? I'm stupid.
If you ask me, this bloke masked what he was doing with View in his body before stabbing Asmund in the chest.
I can't beg Rheo, I need her in my bed. Damn. I have nothing for you, Jawed. I don't even know what to do to get women besides begging. I'm horrible. I got no riz and no bitches.
And he beamed the victim off the stage with his fancy device, a screwdriver, still where he planned it. I would never do such a thing! Not to my precious tools. I would never use them for such dirty work.
Oh my god, dirty.
You only use tools for the intended purpose. That's common knowledge for any scientist. The fact remains a lack of blood at the scene can be easily explained, as the prosecution has demonstrated.
But that's all the testimony I have to work with. I had no idea the victim had been stabbed. That changes everything. Did Van Zeke keep that to himself until now on purpose to gain the advantage? Oh well. I suppose all I can do is press these witnesses as much information as possible.
The corpse when crashed into the Crystal Tower had a broken neck.
Okay, hold on. Rheo has to think about this. Single for forever? I believe in you, Joe. You will get that Tommy Mommy. You're gonna get them Tommy Mommies. I made a minor miscalculation the angle of the beam. Must have been left in his body while he was beamed through the air. Okay, hold on. Hold on a minute. I measured a wound of his type inflicted by a shot. Oh. Hold on a minute. Hold on one minute. I'm confused. If that went that way, then this went this way, then what about the bad? Can you get the madam? I wish I could. I wish I could. I'm so confused. Hello, Neela. Hello. Confusion, indeed. Real stream has died like 5 times. I slept in my paper reel. My Wi-Fi is so poo-poo, my computer dying. How are you, Neela? Welcome back to the streams. I have no idea. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I'm so lost. There's scratch marks. Ugh. I don't know. Victim was stabbed and must have been left in his body whilst he beamed through the air. The crossbow? I don't know. I haven't played this, so I can't say much. Yeah, all you knew is okay. Real dum-dums I will struggle through. This again. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's all the same. That's all the same. Rheo didn't get any progress for that. Oh, it says we had to work. I had no idea the victim had been stabbed. That changes everything. That changes everything, huh? Okay. Get as much information as possible. Maybe Rheo has to press something again? Okay, hold on. Rheo's gonna press this one again. Maybe it'd be different. Okay, wait. That's all the same. 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 Yo, 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 blah, 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 blah. Damn, this is longer. I didn't remember being this long. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna present the screwdriver on the other ones. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Because this screwdriver was in 2 different places. I'm gonna do it. Objection. Oh, the music stopped. Hold on. Hold on. You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Is that unequivocal? What does that even mean?
Look, there was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is that the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping any heavy bleeding. It's common medical knowledge, my learned friend, even on your side of the world.
I didn't know that. I'm stupid. Yeah, but about the screwdriver, you see. The thing is, we actually started at the scene ourselves on the experimentation stage. Yo, yo, yo! Hold her battery? Yeah, hold my battery, guys. I got this. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to show it up.
What?
It was on the floor by the wreckage of the machine, poking through a metal grill. I went to pick it up, but the detective here stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Gregson?
Well, now you come to mention it, yeah, something like that might happen there. Inspector, are we to understand that you permitted the defense counsel to investigate? That you contravened the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? No, I wouldn't do that. I just let him look, nothing more. I was very clear he wasn't to touch a thing.
Yes, that is true. The screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it?
What are you getting at?
If this tool had still been in the victim's body when the victim was beamed away by the machine, then it shouldn't have been on the stage. Says police, for real, he says. That's right. It should have been beamed across to the Crystal Tower along with Mr. Asman. And still found lodged in the victim's chest. Oh yeah, finger them like that. Yeah. Oh, get it.
Order! How do you explain this, Inspector? I don't...
It looks as though everything that the victim had on his person moved with him when he was beamed. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously that should have been beamed to the destination as well. Yeah!
You!
This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we're still basing arguments on the assumption that it did actually take place. Alright, time to tighten the screws here. Yeah, get it. Tighten the screws to the screwdriver. That's funny. It's funny. My lord, if the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Well, Van Zieks is stumped.
Do you have something to say, witness? Yes, I knew it. It bears out. The equation holds. Mr. Naruto, don't worry.
About what? I really like this stream. Wow, gonna eat dinner now. Remember to eat donuts. Hope you have a lovely evening. Rheo clacks away. Thanks so much, Elias. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. I will remember to eat my Dan-Dans. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You have a lovely evening, too. Thanks for coming into the streams.
Without delving into the details, there's no inconsistency.
What?
Even if Andrew had been lodged in Mr. Asman's chest, my trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations.
What? What the hell? You're making this worse for yourself. Shh. Just don't talk. Just don't talk, Andrew. Oh my god.
It would seem your illusions have been shattered. Clearly we should hear the accused's explanation. Or should I say, this brilliant scientist's explanation.
Just when I found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument. Oh no! Scientist.
Very well, the defendant will testify again. Provide us with a scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency asserted by the defense fails to hold. In the name of Apollo, I will, my lord.
Did Rheo drink the popular old pumpkin coffee with bear cup? I don't. Oh, what is that? Is that like pumpkin spice or something like that? What? Starbucks. I don't think Rheo has had that. Maybe it's not in Australia. Oh, maybe it is, and Rheo just doesn't know. Oh, Starbucks. Actually, Rheo doesn't drink a lot of Starbucks, but they have a lot of bubble tea. I love my boba. I love bobas too. Bobas, you know what I'm saying?
To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research. My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence, the metal weapon could have stayed put. In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruhodo isn't an inconsistency at all. Mr. Aspen was a patron of my research. Without him, my work would have been impossible. I now have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together.
It's Paula? Like level of la boo. Oh, it's that popular? Oh, Jesus. The Rheo doesn't go outside enough to... Rheo does not go outside enough to find the thingies.
So, the thrust of your testimony, Professor, is...
Thrust?
That based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis. In other words, since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency. And therefore, Professor Albert Harebrain could still have been the killer.
No, not like this. Not like this.
My great hypothesis holds, you see?
No! No, we don't see! We don't see! Yeah, need some lozenge. Oh, yeah.
Well, we had to make a cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason.
Gigi. No, not Gigi! Not Gigi!
I was not addressing you, witness.
Who are you addressing? Can I get your addresser? Professor Harebrain.
Yes?
Whose side are you on, bro? Do you want to be defended?
I don't take sides, Mr. Naruhodo. No. My only interest lie in upholding my hypothesis. I'm a scientist after all.
Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell.
Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend. Yes, fire away, Mr. Naruhodo.
You shouldn't be saying that to me. I'm trying to defend you. Ah! Alright.
To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research.
Hold it. What kind of data are we gathering, bro?
And yet you retort to my argument wasn't lacking in confidence in any way.
Working for science? Yeah, for science.
No scientist can find the truth without first finding self-belief. Those are the words of a certain scientist I hold in the very highest esteem.
But you realize that this proof of my argument puts you in a very precarious situation, don't you?
No scientist should strive to protect himself more than he strives to protect the truth. More words of the great same scientist, you know?
When is it causing me a lot of trouble? Who is this scientist?
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, Mr. Naruto. But as soon as I remember the magnificent genius's name, you'll be the first to know!
It might be worth keeping the names of your idols to mind.
You're wasting your breath, my learned friend. This scatterbrain even forgets my name at times.
So a lot of fans actually did have a friend once, but I didn't notice hell freezing over. God damn. They were more than friends.
My hypothesis states that kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence, the metal weapon would have stayed put.
Hold it!
Your hypothesis states it, so this isn't proven then?
No, of course not. It's merely a hypothesis, but a good one, based upon thousands of calculations. It is widely known that metals can't be decomposed by electrolysis. Yes, of course, so I am right. My hypothesis is clearly correct.
What is it about incriminating himself that makes this man so happy?
It's the whole reason the birdcage is made of wood, you see.
Rheo is my Oshi! Oh, one of my Oshi! Yay! Ryoshi! I'm hungry now. Ryoshi! Sorry, the birdcage? I'm so honored, Jared. I'm so honored. Thank you, sir.
Yes, that's what I call the C. obtusa cage in which Mr. Aslan was placed for kinesis.
C. obtusa? Obtusa?
Ah, the jail cell in which the victim was detained. It does seem to be made of some timber of some sort.
I'll thank you not to refer to it as the instrument of incarceration, your lordship.
In short, any weapon lodged in the victim when he was beamed away by instantaneous kinesis would have been left behind on stage if it was made of metal, correct? Yes, that's it! Yes! It all fits perfectly in the mathematical model! But the ultimate conclusion, then, is that the defendant alone had the opportunity to inflict this fatal injury on the victim, is it not? Oh, indeed, sir.
Someone beat me out of this nightmare.
In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruto isn't an inconsistency at all.
Messers. You seem pleased by that.
Yes, another example of my hypothesis holding true. But I sense some sarcasm, Mr. Naruto. Are you not pleased?
No, not particularly, bro.
I knew it. At the end of the day, I'm the one responsible for Mr. Asman losing his life. The advancement of science is no excuse. I know that.
No, you're quite right,
Tell the court, did you have a close relationship with Mr. Asman? Oh, well, no, not really. I mean, I only met him 2 or 3 times. We only ever discussed my hypothesis and the project, and the research grant, of course. Mr. Asman was a patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been made possible.
Hold it!
How did you come to know Mr. Asman in the first place?
A year ago now, a small provincial science journal published a little paper about my work. That's a scientific journal? Good gracious, I should need new spectacles.
That is tiny. Look at the little rocket ship. We're going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship. Meow, 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 meow.
I might have had an extraordinary hypothesis and great promise, but at the time I had no money. I had to eat tiny little meals at a tiny little cafe and drink watered down water of a tiny little glass.
God damn.
But Mr. Asman read the paper and came to visit me in my tiny little laboratory.
Tiny like paper, Rheo. Tiny and tiny. Thanks, Mom.
And offered you money to help fund your work? Exactly! That's exactly what happened! I handled the theoretical side of things and Mr. Asman provided me with an engineer for the practical. And the three of us produced that fantastic machine together!
Who is the engineer? The engineer could have done it. Yo, he built the stuff. The machine that you brought to the Great Exhibition to demonstrate.
Well, we had to apply to the government for some sort of inspection to be allowed to exhibit, I think. I didn't understand all that side of things. Mr. Asman took care of it all. He was a wonderful man. Really, I owe him everything. Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together.
Hold it!
When you say that you built the machine together, does that mean you were involved in its construction?
Yes. Well, not exactly. I'm not good with the practical side of machines myself, so the physical construction was done by an engineer.
And that's probably what it was. That's why it messed up. Those darn engineers.
Little remains of your creation now, though, following the explosion. Repair will no doubt be impossible. Yes, I realize that, but still... If someone were to gather all the broken parts, they could discover the secret of my hypothesis. But Mr. Asman and I toiled over that machine for so long. We put our hearts and our souls into it. I have to protect our work. So what's left of the machine must be kept safe. That's only fair, because what happened was an accident.
That's the extent of the testimony then. Thank goodness for that. I don't want him doing any more damage. He's already basically proven he could have been the culprit. But it seems as though all he really cares about is defending his hypothesis. Still, I wonder... what if his hypothesis is just fundamentally flawed? Hold on a minute. The hypothesis states kinesis cannot transport metal. Hence, the metal weapon would have stayed put. Mew 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 mew. Wait a minute. Wasn't he wearing glasses? That's metal. Ain't this metal? Isn't this metal? Is this not metal? Is this not metal? Is that not metal? Huh? Metal to the pedal, you know what I'm saying? Nah.
Objection!
Objection, bro. Objection. Professor Hairbrain, you say that according to your hypothesis, nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right? Is that right? Is it right? Is it right?
Yes, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct.
In that case, I'd ask you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene. In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. No, just not the dead part, but you know what's on his face. You can clearly see that Mr. Asman is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim.
What? Metal? No. Metal? No!
We've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted that the outcome, it should also have predicted that the metal rim spectacles would be found in the same place.
Yo! My hypothesis! My hypothesis!
Alright, calm down. Professor Hairbrain, this isn't easy for me to say, but you're kind of bad at math, bro. But your hypothesis is clearly flawed. The guy's dying. Bye-bye.
Order! Counsel, what is the implication of this?
If on the day in question, the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit.
But my hypothesis is sound! I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all my work. If I could say something here in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society, Yes, juror number 4, go ahead. As a man of science, there is one thing I simply cannot abide. And that is a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science. What? Wait! Great Scott! Are you suggesting my science is suspect? It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. In other words, the whole demonstration was a complete nonsense from start to finish. Believe me, my fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a heel, a bounder, and a fraud. I say the wreckage of that machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined. Oh yes, strip it down. No, never. That machine is the essence of my entire hypothesis. It's protected by the Secret Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. What the devil is that blasted act all about, eh? Who made up such a daft rule?
I don't like the way this seems to be going. What's the best way for me to help the professor? Raise an objection, wait and see? Wait and see. Maybe I should just watch and wait for the time being.
My feelings that the machine requires a thorough examination.
But what about this special dispensation that's been mentioned? Oh gosh, this is all just too much.
Contraption? Contraption. Contraption.
If it is determined that the machine itself was the murder weapon, I think you'll find that act won't apply. Of course it was the murder weapon. Anyone can see that as plain as day. So we're all in agreement, are we? That the machine should be stripped. Oh, he wants to strippy. Strippy strapper, just like the beautiful woman.
If I don't do something, they'll... Professor Harebrain has yet to perfect his invention. That would seem to be the case, yes. But even so...
Even so, what?
Going to such trouble and expense to create a fake machine to display in public. He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing.
Objection!
He had an obvious reason to do exactly that. For the research grant money.
Oh, is that the motive now? But the guy's dead! How is he gonna get the grant money if he's dead? Huh? Oh, check the contraption. This one? Can Rheo even check these? Le contraption? Contraption?
If the government was foolish enough to have the redeemed a man's ridiculous notion plausible, he and his conspirators would have received a handsome sum indeed. Conspirators?
What would be the value of such a grant? £10?
You're an order of magnitude out, madame. £500 a year.
Oh my goodness! Ooh, you could live Antim on that much for years.
The Society's noticed an increase in bogus public demonstrations in the field of science recently, and plenty of scientists arguing with each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. People's greed is plenty motive enough for murder, I assure you.
Can I buy her at £500? God damn.
I'm looking for some Victorian harlots, please.
No! I haven't deceived anyone, least of all the government. My hypothesis is sound. The science is sound. Please, you must believe me.
Objection!
Oh.
No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported instantly to the Crystal Tower. Which means the experiment was a success.
Barrack!
And therefore, the only person who could have possibly committed this murder is the accused.
Oh, Barrack.
Where is this heading? I have no idea.
My lord, if I may.
Yes, Lord Van Zicht?
The prosecution would like to summon new witnesses to the stand.
New witnesses? What would be the nature of their involvement?
They were spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition, who were occupying special seats.
Eyewitnesses? Why don't we bring these guys out earlier? What the hell?
Very well. The court grants the prosecution's request. I should very much like to hear of the eyewitnesses incident.
The prosecution's stance is clear. The experiment was no pastiche.
Pastiche? Pastiche. Pastiche.
The accused killed the financier victim there on the public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend.
Oh, yes?
It's time for you to make your own stance clear.
There's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. That much I know. But where does that leave me?
We shall take a short recess now, during which time the prosecution will prepare its new witnesses to take the stand.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. In that case, court is adjourned for 20 minutes.
Take the contraption machine? Is Rheo allowed to explore now, or is it? To be compagnon. Let me just say that. Papers! Yeah. Beckers. The Old Bailey.
Mr. Naruto. What on earth were you playing it just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing it all along? My hypothesis! My amazing hypothesis! You've been picking holes in it from the start!
I'm sorry about that, bro.
But you promised me! You said you'd prove that Dratchet explosion was an accident, not murder! You said you'd keep my precious adventure from falling into anyone else's hands! But all you've done so far is try to undermine me!
Yes, I did make you a promise, you're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there?
Ah, but if I just run through some more equations... Yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete.
Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he?
Oh no! You're right. You're so right. It's all my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster. Not as a scientist, but as a human being.
You know, calm down, bro.
And while we're still on the subject...
Oh my goodness, there is vroom vroom outside Rheo's house.
What about Barrack? He's being awful. He wasn't like that back at university. He used to say, I love your hair, Bram.
No, he's sad. Make her happy, Rheo. I'm trying. Claiming his own university friend to be a murderer, you mean?
He's a disaster. Not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being. Oh, but no, wait. He's the Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapiens anymore.
He's not homo anymore. He's now homicide. Well, that's cleared up. I'm sorry. Like, you can't be together anymore, Hairbrain. He's over you. Can I double check something with you?
Ah, yes. What?
The machine and demonstration you prepared, they were based entirely on your hypothesis, I presume. There was no trickery involved?
I drew the plans for the machine with my very own hands. Every line was painstakingly drawn with the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet. But please, Mr. Naruhodo. All right, Professor, I understand.
Counsel, defendant.
Hello, I am back as she is sleeping and I am watching a live stream in front of sheep. In front of sheep! Ma. Meh. Ma. Yeah. Welcome back, Rheo. Welcome back, Sim.
The prosecution's witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is to be in session again. Make your way to the courtroom, please.
We go back in.
It all hinges on that demonstration. If the professor's hypothesis is sound as he claims, it leaves him as the only person who could have possibly have killed the victim. But on the other hand, Mr. Schultz was adamant.
A practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible.
So really, what should I be trying to prove here?
Let's get back in there.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of the court. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify? The prosecution is ready, my lord.
As is the defense, my lord.
So, Lord Van Zieks, I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration on the day in question with their own eyes. Indeed, they did. And as luck would have it, one of them is a police detective. So the testimony we are about to hear can be considered highly reliable.
Perfect. The detective of all people.
The prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration on the day in question was scientifically sound.
Bro, I'm confessing the next day I saw Dorvish. Oh. You got this. I believe in you, Leon. You got this. You got this.
And consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present at this stage of the time, the accused. Thank you, counsel. The prosecution's position is clear. So bring forth your witnesses now. Bailiff, show the witnesses in. The witnesses whose proximity to the incident of the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally.
Who we got? Is that a child?
Oh!
Gina!
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear.
My name is Balthazar Loon. I am the impresario of the hot air balloon in vicinity of the experimental stage.
Oh no, this is German. I cannot do German accent.
My name is Wilhelm Gustrich Simon Ormstein.
Oh no!
I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. I'm very rich. Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective, even Erlock Shelmagrays. I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got to go on one of the balloons. It was amazing.
Gina. Again.
But she did mention she'd seen the disaster from up in a balloon, actually, didn't she? And she clearly loved every minute of it.
There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage where the incident occurred. 2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above.
You make it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only an altitude of circa 60 feet. Very low. Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can you?
60 feet, about 18 meters then.
You're doing the translations, the calculations. Thank you for your introductions. Now you'll give a formal testimony to the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you at a vantage point above the stage.
The view from 60 feet up.
It was an incident terrible. I'm only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. There's a huge bang from the stage, and the next second another bang in the sky beside us. And from amidst this smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere. The cage, it fell from the sky like a stone and crashed into the crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but nowhere near it when it crashed into the tower. A most extraordinary collective amount, I must say.
Could I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness's testimony that I've heard no one mention until now. Specifically, there were 2 explosions?
More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places. Yes. When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time, carrying other passengers as well, to be clear. Then, as power was supplied for the machine for the demonstration, the first explosion occurred. The so-called birdcage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and then a moment later, the second explosion occurred, directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witnesses. The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the crystal tower.
I was very surprised. Suddenly a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. The blast was so hot that I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide.
Balloon!
A balloon for the good boy. A balloon for mine's good boy. I still have lots of money.
God damn, I wish I was this kid.
Precisely who is this curious infant?
I'm told he is a young noble of Bohemian royalty. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the Great Exhibition.
Yeah, I am here in London on sightseeing trip with my elementary school.
You'll have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony.
He is rich for real, Jared. He's so rich. Do we really need that?
When I remove my mask, this is what I look like. Ah, yes, I see a delightful face, I'm sure. Yeah, everybody says so.
Great disguise then, bro.
The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the fact for the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the crystal tower where the victim fell. Therefore, only the accused who was with Miss Asman on the stage could have possibly committed the murder.
Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. So the defense's cross-examination now, please.
What is Rheo gonna cross-examine, bro? I'm so confused. The view from 60 feet up.
It was an incident terrible. I'm only grateful that my balloons were not damaged.
Hold it!
There were 3 balloons flying above the experimentation stage at the time, I think.
See. All 3 of them, my bellissimi bambini. They are very popular, signor. Sometimes people will pay £10 for one ride.
10 pounds? That's more than my annual stipend.
£20 a month, that is my pocket money.
20 pounds a month? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Rails has all the luck.
I got up there for free, I did. Play the old I work for Her Majesty police card, you know.
Detectives have all the luck, I suppose. If they're so popular, why would you only be operating such a small number of balloons, though?
Because if I have too many in the skies, they could crash into each other.
The operators for the balloons were decided by lots, with each operator manning a particular area.
See, and the zone above public experimentation stage is the most profitable. The other impresiados, they hate me. Thank you, witness. I think the court has a clear picture of the arrangement for the balloon rides at the exhibition. Perhaps we could hear more about what you actually witnessed of the incident. Right, I can fill you in there, my lord. There's this huge bang from the stage, and the next second, another bang in the sky beside us.
Great. So you actually saw the accident happen up in the air?
Yep, isn't it amazing what a detective gets to do, eh? I'm telling you, although being a lawyer's my game, you should join the force so we can go flying together.
You know me so well. Yeah, well, you know, anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw?
Everything! We saw everything! Because we were above it all. That dodgy cove climbing into that cage, and that dodgy professor pulling up all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was that massive bang and the cage disappeared. Just like that. You are describing the moment.
I don't know why I went into Italian.
You're describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed by the electricity, I believe. I didn't know about what to make of it. But then there was another bang, right in the ear. Looked around and there was a huge, great fireball right next to us in the sky. And there was nothing there before.
Oh,
Excuse me.
what are you going to say, little boy? Master Gotts, what, does your memory of the day differ? My teacher at elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use their full name. Yes, what was it again? Wilhelm Gottfried Sigmund Ormstein. Just the full names then? The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gina Lestrade's last remark, perhaps? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you get it right, Otto. It's Inspector Lestrade.
Why does everyone have a problem with how I address him at the moment?
That is not what I saw.
Oh?
Yeah, there was a second explosion and was right beside our balloon. That is true. But I'm sure... Which is what I said, innit? 1 minute there was nothing there, and next a massive explosion. My teacher at elementary school said that when someone else is speaking, you are rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable.
Are all Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy? And the balloon.
What happened to his head? Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky.
A green balloon?
Hey, you what? I never saw nothing like that. Well, I did. I saw it, and you can't say I didn't. I filed complaints with the council. I would cry and scream.
I like this kid!
My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say it's a lie. That is not allowed. Playing the blatant road, can't I? Typical.
Says the orphan who likes to remind people she worked for Her Majesty's police.
In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your formal testimony in the interest of the cordial national relations between Great Britain and Bohemia.
That's me from German.
It was not the sky that exploded. It was a green balloon that was next to us at the time.
Precha. I do apologize for these horrible accents, guys. These are horrible. A green balloon, you say? Are you sure about that?
Of course I am sure. I am proud Bohemian Prince. All these Christians are making me boring.
Boring. I think you mean bored.
English is very annoying. The language of my countrymen is far superior.
Damn.
Ragazzo, it is very wrong to lie. Lie? Flying balloons never explode. For the same reason the planets never explode. It is illogical.
Please tell me that doesn't mean logical.
If you insult me, you insult all of Bohemia. My die. has the army come and shoot all your stupid balloons out of the sky. All of them. Here you are, Your Highness.
Green cloth thing, check. I remember I did examine that before, Jared. I remember Rheo checked that one. I did check that one. If only all international incidents were so easily resolved.
Now that peaceful relations have been restored here in the courtroom, perhaps we could return to the testimony? Did you also see the moment that the cage materialized, Mr. Loon?
No, I did not see the explosion myself. However, the cage, it fell from the sky like a stone, and it crashed into the crystal tower.
Hold it!
Did you see that actually happen?
No, in reality I did not. But I saw it after it hit the tower. There was a grand confusion around the stage. I ran to see what had happened. I was terrorized by the idea that one of my balloons had crashed.
I suppose they are his livelihood.
But when I looked upon the sky, all my precious balloons were still there. I saw it though. I saw it slam into the tower. After all, I am a detective now.
Then tell us what you saw, Inspector Lestrade.
That's what I like to hear. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower.
Hold it!
Let's have a look-see. Yeah, let's have a look-see. Was it you who gave the order to keep people away?
Hey? Use your head, Otto. How could it have been me? I was up in a balloon, weren't I?
Righto.
So, because I wasn't available, it was the boss who had to leg it over there. He was getting shoved and kicked all over by the panicking spectators who tried to seal off the scene. It was a real sight to behold, I can tell ya. Amazing.
Poor Inspector Gregson.
So anyway, I couldn't see the cage that well because of all the smoke. I don't really want to see, to be honest. I was scared of him out of me wits.
Keep it together, Inspector. The prosecution really is asserting that the demonstration was genuine. But what if it was actually some kind of switch-around trick instead? That would mean that the victim was never actually on the stage in the first place. I reckon that guy was in the hot air balloon, and the hot air balloon smashed into the other side. Then he was killed, or he was like shot from below. He got shot from below with a crossbow in the sky. That's Rheo's theory. The two explosions would have thrown everyone watching into a panic for sure. I think I need to find out more about what exactly people saw at the time. Okay. So... huge bang in the sky, then another bang in the sky besides us. It was the green balloons that was next to ours at the time. Big Brain Rheo, and where are my points? I don't know. I don't actually press it again. Whoopsie. I don't know. This is Twitch doing stupid things. Hey, Rheo's so confused. Hold on. I don't know what to do. You might be right, chat with him. Maybe the bit of the balloon came out from the green balloon. Hold on. That part we've already read. Yum. Oh shit! I did it again. I'm stupid. Hold on. Oh no! Hold on! It won't work unless Rheo has. Oh my god! Hold on! Oh my gosh! I've got two. Is Rheo's computer gonna be okay? Rheo on the Rheo, Rheo. The Rheo. It's not the other Rheo. Don't worry, I got really scared there. Hello, Falcon. Hello. I think I need to find out about more what people said at the times. Rheo's computer was dying, so she had downgraded to paper Rheo's. But just looking so tired. I'm gonna put this on my computer, don't die. Oh, things are sticking around, Falcon. Finals and binding, you're cooked. No, you got this. You got this, Falcon. I believe in you. I believe. Believers. Things are sticking around even through the scuffs. Rheo does apologize. I'm only grateful my balloons were not damaged. You know something? Rheo thinks... Wait, hold on. Rheo thinks your balloons were damaged. My balloons were damaged, you know what I'm saying? I have this green balloon, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. T-Vario, you're so welcome! You got this! Alright.
Objection.
How do you like it? I think that came from the balloon. I'm saving up H just for you! I'm sure there's other people that would love to have that, Falcon. They would love that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, don't worry about me. You're too nice. You should give it to somebody else. Yeah. You should give it to somebody else. Yeah. Share the water, share the love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's horny bonk. No. Please don't. Don't do it. No, don't do it. I'm whispering. Don't say that word, Jared. Don't say the H word. Mr. Loon, in your testimony, you said that all 3 of your balloons were operating at the time were undamaged. Chill. Hey, chill. Nice ASMR, the ASM Rheo.
See, that is correct. If they had been caught in the explosion, it would have been terrible.
I wonder if you might know what this is.
I think it might be, part of a balloon? A burnt piece of the fabric of the envelope.
Sorry? The envelope? What does that mean? Where is that?
Pardon, that is a large round part of the balloon that becomes filled with the hot air. It is made from very thick fabric, lined with rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky.
Just as I thought. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Master Gots testified. The green balloon did indeed explode that day. Yeah, bro.
Oh!
He lying. He's sweating.
If all the balloons in the sky by the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Loon, then your statement that they were all undamaged, it clearly contradicts the evidence.
His hat is on fire. It is?
If balloon exploded that day, why didn't the man say so? Maybe everyone on board was killed. Oh no, having to spend 10 whole pounds for the experience, how awful.
Seems to me like those things crash 50% of the time anyway.
Objection.
The instantaneous kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage. The point of materialization shifted to a location occupied by a balloon.
Causing the balloon to explode? Yes, eminently plausible.
An unfortunate traffic accident as it were, but it changes nothing about the pertinent facts.
Oh my god, his hat is a... Oh, he has a hot air balloon. Oh my god, I don't know why Rheo didn't see that before. He got fire in there. He's on fire. Oh my god, I want that hat. Wait, I bet it's really hot in there. Is that even safe? Oh my god, it's pulsing. You see it pulsing? He's really angry.
This I cannot accept.
Why not, Mr. Loon?
You are suggesting that I am a liar. That person died in the balloon incident.
There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Loon.
Nice, Fancy. That's fucking funny.
The victim was the sole fatality on that day.
That's right, and I prove it. Balthazar Luna is not a liar. There is no such balloon in the sky. It is impossible.
You're saying it's impossible? Why?
This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that were operating on that day.
Aye.
Objection.
But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord! The defense calls for further testimony from Mr. Loon.
I concur. There is clearly more to the truth here than meets the eye. It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel. Witness, you will give supplementary testimony about the balloons you were operating at the exhibition.
Grazie, my lord.
Grazie. Witness testimony, Mr. Loon's balloons.
As I said, Balthazar Loon, there is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe. But you can't get away from the fact that the burnt up old cloth was found at the scene, can you? The coppers at the yard reckon it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. This stupido ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway.
Damn.
So your assertion is that the balloon this child saw was not one belonging to you?
Si, exactamente. Even if he saw a balloon in the first place. I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business. I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia. If you attack us, we will fight back. It will be war, all out war.
This kid.
Mind Papa will kill you.
What happened to all out war? He just needed that balloon, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Loon Sr. doesn't appear to be lying, though. But that doesn't change the fact that the testimony and evidence are contradictory here.
If the defense is unable to find fault with the witnesses' statements, the court must consider them the truth.
Good night. I gotta go now. Thanks for stream. Oh, thanks for being here, Falcon. Bye. Good luck for your finals. You're gonna beat him up. Good luck, Falcon. Get some good rest. Whoa. Can I see her mother? Yeah, I bet she's a hottie.
Think long and hard on that, my learned friend.
One hydrate before I leave. Sure, why not? As a parting gift for your finals. Rheo will drink to that. Cheers to that. Come to that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Rheo was not betrayed. Yo. Thank you for hit pats. Yeah. God damn. Bye. Sleep tight. Wait. I have to get to the bottom of what happened here, no matter what it takes.
And so you may now cross-examine the witnesses.
What are we cross-examining? Mr. Loon's balloon.
As I say, the Balthazar Loon, there is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely.
Hold it!
Is it though? You couldn't just have forgotten one, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Signor. I might not have noticed if I was given the 100 lenders and one was missing. But we are talking about the 3 enormous balloons. Do you believe I could make a mistake about something so grand and expensive?
I took the liberty of having Inspector Gregson check this gentleman's warehouse. I have the report here. It clearly says a total of 3 balloons.
It would appear no mistake has been made then.
Surely Miss Lestrade could have been sent for such a menial task.
What? Me? I'll tell you what I told the boss. He said kids like me can only count up to 2. Obviously that ain't true, but the boss bought it and said he had to go himself in that case.
God damn, Gina's one smart girlie.
All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, then what a catastrophe.
Hold it!
Huh. It would be quite a catastrophe if they fell to the ground for any reason, I think. On that note, Miss Saloon, tell me, what is it that keeps these balloons in the sky?
Are you an idiota?
Sorry? I am stupid.
That is like asking why does a candle burn brighter? It burns brighter because it burns brighter, and a balloon flies because it flies. What else?
That must be Italian for I don't know.
There are 2 types of flying balloons, hot air balloons and gas balloons. Hot air balloons work on the principle of hot air being less dense than the cold air, whereas gas balloons derive their lift by using a gas that is lighter than air.
See, and my balloons are filled with the magic gas, I believe.
Hydrogen, lighter than air, but highly explosive.
Good lord! I do not permit smoking of the cigarettes in my balloons. The magic gas does not like the fire.
Even a small spark of static electricity could cause the entire balloon to explode.
What is the matter with you, senor? All that comes out of your mouth is explosion, explosion! I tell you, my balloons are perfectly safe. They have to be or I cannot eat. All of my balloons exploded that day. I am completely sure. But if you say that is what happened, you must show me the proof.
Alright, so Mr. Loon had 3 balloons in the air that day. If none of them were damaged, then what was the other one that exploded?
You can't get away from the fact that that burnt out old bit of cloth was found at the scene, can ya?
Hold it!
Oh, that's very true, Gina. I was surprised to find the piece of fabric still at the scene, actually. I want to ride the hot air balloon. Oh, me too, Joey, me too. Actually, I think Rheo did go, but she was very little at the time. Maybe she didn't remember. Yeah, yee.
No, I'm not into pitting stuff up with the ground, eh? Always works out way better. Diving into the people's pockets instead.
So much for the new career path.
Mind you, the boss was on his hands and knees picking up all sorts of rubbish from the floor. Thing is, though, case went crashing into the crystal tower, didn't it? So, that's where most of the investigating was going on.
Even so, I would have thought someone from Scotland Yard would have gathered it up as evidence.
Paul, listen to you. You stumbled across a bit of balloon and suddenly you're the best investigator in the world.
Pardon?
Well, you ain't got a badge, have ya? Like this one. I could arrest you with this if I wanted to.
I wouldn't put it past her. She'd just do that for pity.
Come to think of it, there was talk of some scorch on the ground at a meeting we had about an investigation. The coppers at the yard reckon it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage.
Hold it!
There was a considerable damage to the stage and surrounding area, wasn't there?
Yeah, some of the co's were watching the experiment were caught in a blast and injured. Good job when the old contraption didn't keel over, eh?
I hadn't even considered that.
It seems there was great panic after the incident occurred. Nevertheless, the police shouldn't have missed a torn piece of envelope from a balloon. Inspector Gregson can expect repercussions.
God damn.
Like me swiping all his fish and chips, eh?
The man's soul pleasure.
None of this matters. That scrap of balloon envelope means nothing, niente. This is stupido, ragazzo, is a mistake. My balloons have red and the blue stickers have stripes anyway.
Okay, hold on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, bro. Let's have a look. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. Stripes? There's only one of them that has stripes. Only this one's got stripes, bro. look at all the rest of these. Where are the stripes on those, huh?
Objection.
Oh shit, that's wrong. The music is still going. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Take my beanie, take my beanie. Just take the beanie, get over it now. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Let's just press it. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid. You mean the color is wrong?
Si, signor. I don't have any green balloons in my warehouse. And yet a piece of green cloth was found at the scene, and it's unmistakably from a balloon. Well, I do not know how that can be.
For the sake of argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage. You couldn't therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question.
Why not?
There have been recreational balloon flights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition. One could have exploded on some earlier date. Unfortunate, as I'm sure you'd agree.
You believe it may have been from some earlier balloon accident that predates the exhibition? Si, exactamente as the signor says, it is not from one of my balloons. Clearly, this little ragazzo from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw. Oh.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, child.
Is something wrong, Master Gats?
It's Master Wilhelm Gottfried Sigmund Ornstein.
I was on the tip of my tongue, I promise.
Yeah, something is very wrong. I know what I saw. There is a green balloon there. I swear it. I swear it all over Bohemia. You can speak as many bad languages you like, but it changes nothing. If you do not have evidence, ragazzo, I must tell your parents to punish you, eh?
Perhaps we let the judge decide when it comes to punishments.
Evidence? What is this evidence? To give a simple example, young man. A photograph, for instance. Some tangible proof of what you claim. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I have the photograph here. Good gracious.
What? He's a rich boy, cause he's got a camera.
I had not been up in balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. I took lots and lots of photographs. Of the Crystal Tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the streets of London, of the hot air cellar, the balloon.
And the instantaneous kinesis equipment? Did you take pictures of that?
Yeah, one picture.
Oh, show us the picture, kid.
You did take one? But all I wanted was the ride in the balloon. I was not interested in boring experiments.
Never mind that. Can you show us that photograph? Show us.
Of course. And then you will see. You will see that I am not lying. That I really did see green balloon.
It in black and white, though. I hate to say it, kid, but,
Well, I see you are all too shocked to speak. Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man. Yeah, perhaps you cannot see that it was a green balloon from this photograph, but that is not my fault! That is the fault of the stupid person who made the camera! Wah! Wah!
that is one very Bohemian-sounding cry.
Wah! Wah! Very well. The court will accept this photograph as evidence.
Good rich boy, but okay.
That's Otto, he's crying. It's not my fault. It's the fault of the person who made the camera.
Well, never mind. I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful sepia memories to take home with you. In any case, when exactly did you take that photograph?
Well, it was on the day of the big explosion.
You don't say.
When I pressed the shutter release, there was this very loud bang, and a hot wind rushed over my face.
Oh, that means This photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred.
Really, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes to nothing. I could not give a flying fig.
Lovely language you picked up there. As I thought, Mr. Loon's testimony just doesn't quite add up. There's something wrong about it. Oh. Oh, wee wee. It is Rheo's dinner time, unfortunately. Rheo must go for her dentist. Elden Yars. Elden Yars. Elden Yars, no. Rheo save. Rheo save. Baby, save me. Yay. I do apologize. Rheo must go for her dentist now. Oh, wee. Rheo go for dinner. Thanks everybody for coming to the streams. Oh, everybody has an amazing morning / night / afternoon. Rheo will see you all another time. Bye. Everybody sleep well, eat well. I really do apologize for this stream today. It was horrible. Rheo really needs to change your Wi-Fi provider. It's been like this for the last couple of days. I really hope tomorrow is better. I do apologize. And thanks everybody so much for staying. I'm so honored and so happy. I will see you all another time. Eat well, sleep well. Bye. Good night. Have a good dinner, everybody. Oh, thank you, Jared. You have a great night and a great dinner too. Bye.